Hey, everybody, welcome. Rachel Scholes here. I am here with Jessica, and we are just going to be reflecting on our Galveston retreat together. That's
Yeah,
the plan today. Yeah.
I what a wild trip. And when I say wild, I mean not like wild and crazy gals. But just you know, getting to see these people face to face. We feel like we know each other through this digital platform, but being able to see people, look them in the eyes, hug them, that was the beauty of the experience for me.
What did you expect from the trip? What were you expecting before you got there?
Before I got there, um, I honestly, I was personally, I was in this position where I was quitting work and diving head deep into entrepreneurship with no backup, which is not the way I do things. If people know me, that isn't the way I do things, right? So I had angst about that. And so going into it, I took it as an opportunity to just be, right? We were going to be at the beach, which is my space, which is what I love. Um, I'm all about a good vacay and a good like accommodation. And the house was terrific.
Mhm.
Um, and although I'm an introvert naturally, I knew it was going to be hard for me to navigate, even though I knew everyone digitally. And so I knew that. But what got me into it a whole lot is I drove and picked up one of our other members, Anna Sorrells, and she and I drove from Atlanta to Galveston all in one day, man. And that was that experience of driving together and having that opportunity to kind of commune before we got there was really cool.
So it's so funny how similar we are, like different but similar,
Right.
right? I'm the owner of Mystic Metrics. Don't ask me what Mystic Metrics is. I'm just here to support you ladies, okay? So I was in the thing. I had just joined ProNet and kind of met you, right?
Yeah.
Even though we
Yeah.
we we do have a common connection, but
Yeah.
you and I had never, communicated before. But I joined ProNet actually in October of 2022. I decided that I wanted to get serious and put myself in a place with other professional women and entrepreneurs. And then a year later, right? So that kind of just joining ProNet like really zoomed my business, right? Because once you get around people that inspiring, it's hard to explain it, but it is a ripple effect, right? So
Yes.
then 1 year later, I had this opportunity, and I am an introvert. I'm a Gemini, but I'm an introvert. So I was like, oh, and I've never really hung around a lot of women. I'm super masculine. And I was like, I can't believe I'm considering putting myself in the presence of these people that I only know digitally. Right. So while you and Anna are traveling over to Galveston, I'm boarding up on an airplane for the first time in my life doing something, right? By myself, going to meet up with you, amazing women. So, anywho, I think it's interesting how we both ended up there. And then you and Anna showed up and picked me up.
I know, right? And we know what each other looks like. But Anna and I were like, oh my God, where is she? And the Galveston, or Houston rather, the airport we were, because there's two airports in Houston, but this one was really small. And finding you, I think she and I walked back and forth two or three times, and and we were texting. I remember
Yeah.
we were texting trying to find you, and then we did, and we sat down, and you had breakfast
Yes. I
at
had
that
a
little
whole
cafe, and
bacon croissant, a
that's
big
right.
bacon
And it
croissant.
smelled, oh, it smelled so good. Um, those sensory memories, right? Hey, good morning, Steph.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Oh, no, you're good. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just telling Steph, we were just kind of recapping like how we ended up at Galveston together and how we were feeling ahead of it and what we were expecting versus what happened. So
Oh, that's
that's
perfect.
it.
I'm excited for Florida or for Kissimmee, and in terms of like, I want to hear this. Sorry. I'm just gonna get ready while I listen.
So what you've missed so far is me and Jess talking about how we are total introverts, really not big fans of going out and meeting new people. And then here we are, we're on the road and boom, we land together, finally find each other in the airport. And we sat down and Jess, was it not the most natural, like,
Oh my gosh. It was like peas and carrots.
Yeah.
You know,
we'd known each other forever and we were meeting up for a business. Like, it was just like,
yeah.
it was amazing. It was amazing.
And Anna, I think Anna and I got in to Houston, something silly like, I think my body said it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, but it was actually 2 because we had switched over to Central Time. And then it took me like an hour to like wind down from all the driving. And we went to sleep. And then we got dressed. And when I originally booked that room, I was just going by myself. And so I got a king bed. So Anna and I, first time meeting each other, I said, listen, I can't change the accommodations because I got a really good rate and it's restricted. So we're going to have to sleep in the same bed together. And it was just with your sister, and sharing a bathroom and all of that jazz. It just kind of just flowed together.
It was so great.
It was. There was a Starbucks right there by the hotel. We went and we got our coffee, and then we took off to the airport, met up with Rachel, and then Tia came, and we met up with her. And then, and we're all in this group chat together, and I'm driving and trying to use the GPS, and because that's the only way we know where we're going, right? Excuse me. Chatting with Annelle and with Claire. And as long as I've known Annelle, I've only met her one time, in person. And so
was that at the Marshside meetup in Brunswick? Isn't that where you guys went?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I wanted to go there. I wanted to go there so bad. I used to play there when I lived in Brunswick. My husband and I had the band and we would play at Marshside like every other weekend.
What do you play?
Oh, nothing. I sing.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, like, I know how to like hit a keyboard and make some noise come out of it, but I'm more of like not really a musician. I just want y'all to, just sing. I don't even do that anymore though. So
so when we were there in Galveston, that first night we did go out to dinner, and then the next day there was some grocery shopping, putting groceries away. I think some of that runs together for me. I know one day I took a long nap in the afternoon, catching up on sleep. We had that Halloween party, and I hadn't finished my costume, and I was sitting at the table working on my costume. But that was cool too. I don't know how many witches we had, but there were like, I don't know, half of us were witches.
Appropriate.
And and we ate.
And you were earth, wind, air, fire. So
that was me. I was the 4 elements.
I love that.
And
I like those photos.
Yeah. And I made it out of just clothes, and I don't know. I had it all the way it was going to go in my head. Of course, that never happens for me. The end product is never what was in my head, but it doesn't ever matter because it's the way it's supposed to be, right? Um, we did that. Hey, Rachel, you want to talk about the reflection thing we did?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. But I hate to do this because I know you don't like editing. My son is here to pick up my baby, and I have to get him the debit card. So
Go get
un
it.
momento.
Okay.
I'm so excited though. I love hearing about Galveston because I saw the photos and I've seen all the talk in the chat, but like we haven't like
Were you in Europe then?
I was there the week before, and where I was when I was I contract for my work, and I did not have, even though I contract, like I still have like PTO, and I had just enough for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I was like, I could take it unpaid, but where my project was or my program was at the time, I it would have been really bad. But
Yeah.
I was there in spirit, and I was
Oh,
just,
I know.
when this one came out, I'm like, oh, we're going to make this happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk. I want to talk about the reflection thing, but I also want to finish like what I expected it to be. It was nothing
Okay.
like what I expected, right? I didn't know if we were going to be partying, Jess, or we're going to stay. You know what I mean? Like, it was a healing experience.
It was.
Oh, that's what I need.
Absolutely.
It was healing. We processed emotions together. Like, didn't plan any of this, by the way. We didn't say like this is going to be a healing retreat, but the amount of emotional processing that just simply happened because of the energy that was mixed together in that room was like, it was wild. I mean,
It was
powerfully.
safe.
Yeah.
It was so safe, and it allowed us to be vulnerable. Because as an introvert, you kind of get this on me. You don't always get the depth of me, which I think some people have a hard time believing, but you get a lot of surface stuff from me. And so for me to break down the walls that I had, and disconnect from my life, and just be able to feel and find peace with whatever peace was looking like at that moment for me was incredible.
I think that was one of the most powerful moments when you were like, what's the plan for today? What are we doing? And we're all looking at you like, Jess, there's no plan. And your face was like, what do you mean? Like, there's no plan. Like, and then I saw something just wash over you. You went and grabbed your bag of stuff and you said, bye, I will see you guys later. And you took off to the beach, like, bye, you're like, I don't care if you come, but like, bye, I'm going.
Yeah.
And then after that moment, like I saw a different Jess come back from the beach. Like it was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So what I hope is that when we get to Kissimmee, that we're able to kind of replicate that. I think that we do have things that we are scheduled to do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, when you create events like that is just part of the process, right? And then what happens is that it just organically starts to be what it's going to be.
So you were talking about the reflection thing, right? So at the Kissimmee event, it's going to be it's going to be more structured even than it was. So I know everybody's going to have like a notebook, and we've got several different sort of events. And Elle has several things planned for us that are just what I said, right? Good for your soul,
Right.
healing things, right? So I know like one night we're doing like a release thing, right? With like the weights and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I'm like super tickled and excited to do that. I cannot wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. I just, I had this conversation with my sister about 3 weeks ago, and it was by text. And she had just reached out. She was just wanting to talk about stuff. And, I said, women need women. And for the first time in my life, I have a group of like-minded women. And there's no cattiness and there's no bitchiness. And we accept each other where we are, who we are, and for what we bring and for where we need to grow. And I just told her, I said, I want that for you. I want you to have that experience. I'm 54 years old. I will be 55 in 4 months. And to be at this age in my life and be able to have true women friends is amazing, because I've always had the guy friends. You know what I mean?
I'm a guy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a guy friend. I'm he's my brother. I had one really, really good girlfriend in my adulthood a few years ago. But it was the same thing. It was 100% unconditional love.
Yeah.
And I think it's extraordinary what we have built, what we have supported, because I think our members have built it more than we have. We have just, with Anel's concept and idea, supporting her to build this space.
Yes.
And allowing our members to nurture that space. In any relationships, there are hiccups, and it happens on the daily. But more times than not, it's a 1-2%, right?
Yeah.
And 98% of goodness.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think I went on a little tangent there.
I don't
I
care.
loved it. We're here for it.
I mean, that's what I am looking for continuing in Kissimmee. And I know it's a little bit more structured, but it will. I mean, the other thing that I'm fantasizing about with Kissimmee is just laying by that pool.
Yes. There's like an amazing pool. That's what me and Michelle were talking about. Like,
Right.
I know I love the events and stuff. Like, we might be there, but also there's a chance we could just be by the pool. So,
As someone in Connecticut, that pool is crucial right now. It is it is like 40 degrees and rainy. This has been my weather. Well, actually, it's a little wetter because it was frozen since like December. I have this has been my sunshine, vitamin D.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Do you want to talk about the rooms real quick?
I got the Rick and Morty one.
Huh?
Are you able to show the rooms on like, are you able to show them off somehow?
Yes.
Because like it is like dreamy, right? It is a complete Hollywood dream. Like,
I feel like there's something out of the real world, but
yeah, let me see if I have downloaded PDF.
That for real. A bunch of people go to a house, don't know each other,
but like the decorations. I'm just like, it's like the way that they did the amount of the rooms, just the detail, like the Stranger Things one with that words are not coming to my mouth, but like it's how the
details crazy.
Oh man, and that's how a lot of the planning for this. It's just, I mean, the devil's in the details, and the amount of planning that has gone into it, and stuff that, this is going to be the recharge I crave so desperately. and I cannot wait to see.
I'm
Yeah, we
looking
are
to see if
working.
I have the PDF. Oh,
I had to get the Rick and Morty one because my husband and I watch it religiously, and I was like, what's gonna make him the most jealous?
Is that where you are as Rick and Morty? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
um,
Some of them are really pretty. I'm like, with this house, I need to get something that's like just so over the top.
Jess, what room did you get?
so Anna and I are sharing Games of Thrones, baby. It's okay.
Yes.
So when Anel posted it and I started looking through it, I texted she and Anna at the same time. I said, I want I want the Game of Thrones room. Anna, will you share with me so we can split the cost?
That's why Adele messaged me and said, I heard you claim the Game of because see, me and Michelle found the house. We were just like, you know how me and Michelle, like, we'll get together and squirrel,
Ooh,
right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Go with
we're out
that.
here. I was supposed to be working one day, and gosh, I hope my employer, I don't care. They'll see. I was supposed to be working one day, and Michelle called me out of the blue. She was like, I have these ideas. And like, we sat there and went through like, I don't know, 30 something houses.
Uh-huh.
Right. And then like, we came across this one and I was like, that's it. Like, that's it. And I was like, I'm totally Game of Thrones is mine. So I said that jokingly. So that must be why Anel was like, did you really claim the Game of Thrones room? Because you must have wanted it, Jess. So
Oh my gosh. All I want to do is to sit in the throne the entire time.
We also take
And,
photos in that throne.
I think on one of our meetings, I told Michelle, yes, you can sit in it, but I'm going to charge a fee. And
you can
you
make
know,
money. You can make
um,
your money back, right? Just charge
no,
like
but I'm totally teasing.
Okay.
I'm totally teasing.
I'll
But
pay too.
it and the other great thing is every one of these rooms has its own bathroom. Is that some shit or what?
That's awesome.
I mean,
You
you
know, there
know,
are a lot of ladies here.
yeah.
A lot of ladies.
The theater and that's cool. And Central Park, man. So
How appropriate.
The
how
friends,
very appropriate. And everybody should bring their own like coffee thing that they're doing because I want to do okay, it's not in the agenda and I'm manifesting. I'm saying
okay, we got it.
I would like to do, please. I would like everybody to bring their own coffee and let's try all these different coffees because I'm
Done.
on this path of high protein and less complex carb or simple carbohydrates. And
Yep.
anyway, I'm on this health journey.
Same.
And so I want us to all share about what coffee looks like for us because come on, it's coffee.
Everybody, yeah.
I
So-
cannot jump on that bandwagon fast enough. I will absolutely bring all of my coffee stuff.
Yeah. And so I think we should just like have a little party of coffee making. I mean, I bought a 40-ounce glass cup from Amazon that is now my cold coffee, my protein cold coffee cup. Neil was a little jealous because I did not buy one for him. He goes, why don't you get me one? I said, I don't know. Because I didn't think about it. I was only thinking of myself. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I think it's just, and while it may sound a little silly, you know, it's these true things these little things that build these relationships and ties us together. Because I mean, there are other things that other people do. Like I thought when I went to Galveston, I thought I'm really going to enjoy not having to cook because I cook here at home. Damn, I didn't realize that was my place because I cooked every night, but it wasn't a big deal. Do you know what I'm saying? I realized that about myself, that was just part of who I was as a nurturer.
Yeah.
And I didn't care that I was cooking and that I had never cooked any of that stuff before or that way, because there was different recipes and whatnot. But and then Rachel, you did sausage gravy and biscuits one morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. This time I think we've got the food all worked out. So like what I want for everybody to focus on is relaxing, not
Yeah.
kidding. Right. So
Yeah.
my goal over here, like Steph was saying, yeah, all this planning and work is going into it. So this is going to be the retreat of a lifetime, guys. Like
Absolutely.
you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to be treated like this every single day of my life. You're never going to accept anything else. So it's going to be so good.
Here it is right here. Here, no, that doesn't help. Okay, so the wall picture on our Facebook page is the picture I have behind me about the Kissimmee Retreat. So we have, everybody, we have 10 spots left, 10 rooms that are available. And there is, many different options. You can come and stay the entire weekend. You can split that room, like I'm splitting it with Anna. We have day trips. So if you live close enough, but you can't necessarily stay overnight, a day trip is, I think, $75. And that's from breakfast to dinner. And then if you want to do an overnight, we do have 3 rooms. Hold on, I'm pulling up the prices, guys.
There are 3 spots. Yeah.
Yeah, they're as low as $268. And the top end is $320, and that's a 24-hour pass. So your food is included. We'll have like non-alcoholic beverages, all the events that we're going to be doing, all of that's included. Oh, look at that preciousness. Oh. And if you need to come and you want to come, let us know. Let us know, because we will work with you. Okay, and so here is another pitch, right? So if you are working for a company, if you are in our ProNet, and you are interested in doing some philanthropy, we are so welcome to receiving your donation to sponsor someone that may not have the financial capability of coming to this event. So whether that is a day pass, a 24-hour pass, or an entire package, or if you want to donate miles or any type of say that again.
Things like anything that we might need at the retreat, if you want to donate that as well, that's great as well. Yeah,
It'll make our community even better.
Mm-hmm.
And we will ensure that your sponsorship and your philanthropy are appropriately acknowledged. Because I think that when we have a community like this, it's so very important for us to acknowledge everyone that supports us, whether it is financially with product or just with the emotions and your spiritual support. So you can reach out to, Steph, myself, or Rachel, and by messenger, or if you have a relationship with another mod or director administrator, please do that. And of course, there's always Anel that you can reach out to as well. But I will tell you that Anel is probably our busiest person in the RRP, with as many projects as she has going on. So it's okay to reach out to one of us.
By the end of the day, so by the time that this gets out there, We're going to
Yes.
make it super simple to register. We're doing a quick registration form that will have the instructions for payment on it that we can send you straight to, right? You'll be able to see a list of everything that's available and register that way. And just correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a $300 deposit that's due now with the registration.
That is correct. And then I think May 1st is the deadline for
The
paying.
remaining. Yep. And
Correct.
you can pay like you can do your $300 deposit. You're going to have the instructions for how to get the payment in. So you can make that payment and then make another payment in a couple of weeks. That's fine. Just it has to be fully paid by May the 1st. So
And I just can't express enough how much that these types of events have done for us. Even when we just have little meetups and we have dinner together, think of that times a million. That's what these weekends are like.
powerful. Yeah.
Powerful. So, please reach out to us. And again, if you would like to sponsor someone, if you would like to provide and you don't have to sponsor a specific person, or if you just want to do a blanket donation for $50, man, whatever it is, or if you have frequent flyer miles and you're willing to part with some of those to offer someone a plane ticket who can maybe pay for the accommodations but can't pay for a plane ticket. Any of those types of things are a beautiful gift, and that will be manifested completely in your life in other ways too.
Absolutely.
So, thank you. Stephanie, would you like to close us out?
Yes, I would like to add that on top of, kind of just to say another thing that this is, I would also call it rare, because these events, I can't compare them to anything else. And the few things I could think it comes close to per person, it would probably triple the price. I mean, I've heard of like conferences where they'll have people come and talk for like a few hours, and per person it's like $1,500. But the stuff that it's going to come with it, that comes with it, to me, like it's such a mental recharge. If you plan on gifting anything, it would be like a good Mother's Day gift for any of your friends. As a fellow mom, as you guys have seen, like it's I'm a mother to an almost 2-year-old. It's that type of break it cannot come fast enough. But I highly encourage at least exploring the idea. If you can donate anything, we're saying $50, $25. I mean, that's going to cover that's like the toilet paper weekend.
Toilet paper. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm so excited to meet so many of you guys in person finally, and to open up and be vulnerable, which is not something I can do very often. So excited for my sisterhood.
Nice.
Okay, guys. I thank you for your time this morning, and I'm going to get this posted this afternoon on our page. And, I hope that we have so many more join us, and we get this beautiful Kissimmee event completely wrapped. I'm going to manifest that this is going to be wrapped and we're 100% by next Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's put that there.
Yeah.
We will have a beautiful time. So thanks for being here this morning, Stephanie and Rachel. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
You're very welcome. Can't wait to see you guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye, ladies.